welcome to the One News with me Safnahan and I will accompany you to 30 minutes forward. First in sport news, it is a countdown to the opening of the Asian Games 2018 in Jakarta and Palembang. The opening of the ceremony will be held in Gelora Bung Karno this Saturday, August the 18th. It is said that they will perform numerous traditional dances from Sabang to Merauke. The show will be streamed on local TV and also online. One day before the big performance, Indonesia is celebrating the Independence Day. The annual ceremony will be held at Istana Negara. Each region across the country is celebrating the day. And now we will connect with our colleague, Julian Adam, in Jakarta to see how the people are preparing. Here's the news. We are going to the next news is about earthquake in Lombok that has afflicted the number since early November. Numerous earthquakes are still following until today, destroying more and more villages. We are going to see how the current condition is after the latest earthquake are and how people deal with the situation. Shortly, we will be going live to our reporter in the area. And here's the news. And now this time we will be delivering the news about the traffic jam which often becomes a major problem for the big cities in Indonesia, including our capital city, Jakarta. On a typical day, the volume of vehicles is increasing, especially during the long weekend. The congestion occurs in many parts of Jakarta, and Kota Casablanca has it worse. The congestion is also followed by heavy rain that floods the area and the surroundings starting from this afternoon at 1 p.m. That affects the condition to get worse. Peak rain also falls in the west part of Jakarta and already causes flood. It's flooded to a height of 30 centimeters and disturbs the road users. It can be dangerous, especially for the motorcycle riders. The police officers are going down to help the traffic. And here's the news. And now we are going to the next news from the international. Came from the United Kingdom regarding the flooding. There has been a massive flood that has engulfed towns and villages in the UK after being hit by a major storm in recent weeks. The area that experienced suffered flooding was the Hereford area, the cause of which was the overflow of River Tide due the extreme rainfall brought by Hurricane Dennis. As a result of the storm, the roads, houses, and several business centers were flooded. There have been 3 confirmed victims and one 55-year-old woman still missing in the Stanbury area on Saturday. And we are going the news now. And now we are going the last news, the headline news. In this time we'll preach news of also traffic jam, which often becomes a major problem for the big cities in England. Not to mention congestion in London area to Manchester, which become subscription of congestions. On a typical day, the volume of vehicles already increases and becomes crowded in this area, especially during the long holiday in the end of this year. In the direction of London to Manchester, the volume of vehicles looks increasingly overflowing. Congestion is not only happening in the big streets, but also happens in Leadenhall Highway from London to Manchester. Congestion this time is accompanied by heavy rain that floods the area of Manchester and the surrounding areas starting this morning that causes flood around Manchester, not least in Leadenhall Highway, Manchester. This affects congestion that is getting worse from the direction of London to Manchester. And well, we will connect with my colleague, T. Collins, on Leadenhall Highway, Manchester. The congestion in this area has become a subscription and becomes a major problem for motorcyclists and cars because the bottleneck hampers the activities of the surrounding community, especially in this morning, especially now is the holiday season at the end of the year, which affect the traffic congestion is increasingly suffer in this Manchester area. And viewers, here not only happens congestion, but also heavy rain that floods this area since morning. The rain has flows in this area seen through in the area around Manchester, causing a long traffic jam up about 7 kilometers from the direction of London to Manchester. This jam has occurred almost 2 hours. Rain also makes the complex of houses near the highway in Manchester flooded to a height of 30 until 40 centimeters. Heavy rain also results in roads around the perforated Manchester and disturb the road users. It is very dangerous, especially for two-wheel riders. The worst congestion occurs from the flyover near the supermall to the red lights intersection of White and Street. This can be seen from the volume of both four-wheeled vehicles that have filled this street since this morning. So, for you who want to take a vacation or just passing the area of Manchester, it better choose other alternative routes because the congestion is expected to the last noon if the rain stops and work in undated areas around Manchester gradually resents. This report from Leadenhall Highway, Manchester. Alright, thanks to Thea Collins who has reported the congestion that happened in Leadenhall Highway, Manchester. And viewers, this is headline the news for today. You can follow the next development in headline news 1 hour ahead. And I am Safnahan. See you.